You've packed your suitcase, checked your passport, and think the hardest part is done. But in 2025, airports have become hunting grounds where scammers target seniors with tricks that exploit trust, slower reflexes, and even medical needs. After speaking with TSA insiders, airline staff, and frequent flyers, we uncovered 15 scams you need to know. And number 3 will change how you see airport help forever. 1. The free wheelchair help scam. You're just arriving at the terminal, a little tired from the ride, when a friendly-looking person in a reflective vest offers to push your wheelchair or carry your bag. They seem official enough. After all, airports are full of people in uniforms. But here's the trick. They're not staff. Once they've gained your trust, they wheel you toward a less crowded spot, distract you with small talk, and suddenly disappear with your belongings. In 2025, reports of fake wheelchair assistants are on the rise, particularly targeting seniors who move slower and rely on extra help. One traveler in Miami described how she lost her handbag, complete with medications and travel documents, after accepting help from someone who looked like ground staff. The fix is simple but crucial. Only accept assistance from personnel at official service counters with visible airport ID. If someone approaches uninvited, politely decline and move toward an airport information desk. Scammers know seniors are less likely to question authority, but if you think fake staff are bold, wait until you see the tricks happening right at the security line. 2. The security line helper. You're at the TSA checkpoint, shoes off, coat off, juggling bins, and trying to remember the liquids rule. Suddenly, someone nearby leans in with a smile. "Here, let me help you with that." They pick up a tray or handle your bag, making the process feel easier. But while you're focused on getting through the scanner, they slip your wallet, phone, or passport into their pocket and blend into the crowd. Seniors are prime targets because the process is overwhelming, and scammers know you can't move as quickly to react. TSA officers admit it's nearly impossible to track these thefts in real time. The lines are too chaotic, and everyone looks rushed. A retired teacher in Atlanta reported losing her iPad this exact way when a helpful stranger assisted with her bins. The solution is non-negotiable. Never let a stranger touch your trays or belongings. Keep valuables in a small crossbody bag that stays on your body until the very last moment. If you thought security was stressful before, just wait until you hear how scammers use your boarding pass against you. 3. The boarding pass photo trap. You're at the gate, excited to share your trip with family or friends. You snap a quick selfie, holding up your boarding pass, and post it online. Seems harmless, right? Wrong. In 2025, scammers use smartphone apps to scan those barcodes instantly, pulling out a goldmine of information: your frequent flyer number, future travel dates, even partial payment details. With just one photo, thieves can drain your loyalty miles, create fake bookings, or resell your account access. Seniors are especially vulnerable because they often share travel details proudly on social media, unaware of the risks. One retired nurse said her airline account was hacked after her granddaughter posted a picture of her ticket on Facebook. Within days, thousands of miles were gone. The solution is simple. Never share your boarding pass online, and always shred or tear it before discarding. Treat it like cash. But paper isn't the only risk. Sometimes scammers don't even need a photo. All they need is a quick glance at your luggage tag. 4. The fake luggage tag scam. After check-in, staff attach a barcode tag to your suitcase. You hardly think about it. It's routine. But scammers do. In crowded airports, thieves snap photos of these tags or even peel off stickers left unattended. With that information, they can walk into baggage claim, show the code, and collect your suitcase without anyone questioning them. Seniors, often less tech-aware, rarely realize those tags are sensitive. In 2025, a couple in Dallas lost 2 full suitcases this way after their tags were photographed while they were distracted at check-in. Everything from clothing to medication was gone in minutes. The fix? Treat your luggage tag like personal data. Keep your claim stub hidden inside a wallet or phone case, not stuck on the outside of your passport where it's easy to snap. At pickup, double-check the tag before leaving the carousel. But while tags can be faked or stolen, some thieves don't bother with codes at all. They just grab your bag outright. 5. The airport taxi hustle. You've finally landed, collected your bags, and head outside to grab a ride. Before you even reach the official taxi line, someone approaches. Taxi? Cheaper. Faster. No waiting. They look friendly, maybe even carry a badge or clipboard. But here's the trap. In 2025, unauthorized taxi drivers are more aggressive than ever, targeting seniors who may not want to deal with ride apps or long lines. These scammers charge outrageous rates, drive you far out of the way, or worse, put you in unsafe situations. One retired couple in New York paid nearly $300 for what should have been a $60 airport ride after accepting a private car offer. Seniors are targeted because scammers assume you won't argue once you're already in the vehicle. The fix? Never accept rides from anyone inside the terminal or outside the official taxi rank. Use licensed cabs, rideshare apps, or pre-arranged shuttle services only. Airports have strict pickup areas for a reason, and if you think taxi scams are bad, just wait until you see how thieves target you before you even leave the airport. ATM. 6. The ATM card skimmer. You're low on cash, so you head to the nearest airport ATM. It looks normal, but what you don't see is the razor-thin skimming device attached to the card slot. In 2025, these devices are nearly invisible, often 3D printed to fit perfectly. The second you insert your card, the reader captures your data. A tiny camera, cleverly disguised above the keypad, records your PIN. Seniors are frequent victims because scammers know they're less likely to double-check the machine before using it. One traveler in Los Angeles said he lost $1,500 within hours of withdrawing money at the airport. The fix is straightforward. Before inserting your card, tug the reader to check if it's loose or unusual. Always cover the keypad while entering your PIN. Better yet, avoid standalone ATMs and use machines located inside official bank kiosks or currency exchange counters. Airport scammers count on travelers being rushed and distracted, but not all scams target your money directly. Some go after your most important possession, your passport. 7. The passport swap. You're in a crowded line at customs, boarding, or even a busy cafe. You set your passport on a counter for just a second, or hand it over to someone who looks official. In that moment, a thief bumps into you, creates confusion, and suddenly you're left holding a fake or someone else's passport entirely. In 2025, airports have reported a rise in swap scams, where passports are exchanged without the victim noticing until much later. For seniors, the impact is devastating. Without proper ID, you can be stranded in a foreign country, unable to board or even leave the airport. One traveler in Paris said she realized only at boarding that she was holding someone else's passport after a bump in line. The fix? Never set your passport down, not even on a counter. Keep it in a neck wallet or zipped pouch until the exact moment it's needed, and hand it directly to officials only. Losing your passport is a nightmare, but even when you keep it safe, scammers know how to target the luggage tied to your identity. 8. The Currency Exchange Commission Trap. You've just landed, tired from a long flight, and you see a brightly lit currency exchange booth right outside customs. The attendant greets you warmly, and the rate on the board looks fair enough. But here's the catch. In 2025, many airport exchange counters target seniors with hidden commissions, inflated service fees, or deliberately confusing math. Instead of getting a reasonable amount of local cash, you walk away with far less than you should, sometimes losing 10 to 15% of your money instantly. Seniors are targeted because scammers assume you're less likely to double-check the fine print or do the math on the spot. One retired traveler in Barcelona exchanged $500 only to realize later she'd received the equivalent of just $420 after stacked service charges. The fix? Avoid airport exchanges unless absolutely necessary. Use ATMs from trusted banks inside the terminal, or better yet, order foreign currency ahead from your own bank at home. Always check rates on your phone before agreeing to a transaction. Scammers love preying on confusion. But next, you'll see how they exploit something even more personal: your shopping bags. 9. The duty-free switcheroo. You're excited after picking up duty-free items, perfume, chocolates, or maybe that bottle of whiskey. You're tired, distracted, and carrying multiple bags. A thief bumps into you, apologizes, and in the confusion, switches your branded duty-free bag with an identical one, except theirs is filled with junk or completely empty. By the time you're on the plane, it's too late. In 2025, airports in Dubai and Singapore reported multiple cases of this scam, where seniors lost hundreds of dollars in purchases without realizing until hours later. One woman discovered her duty-free bag was filled with bottled water instead of luxury items. The fix is to check your bag immediately after purchase and tie it shut or tuck it inside your main carry-on. Don't let it dangle loosely in your hand. Seniors are often targeted because thieves assume they won't notice subtle swaps. But scammers don't just target your bags, they also prey on something far more vulnerable: your medications. 10. The medication grab. For many seniors, medications are non-negotiable. Daily pills, insulin, or heart medicine. Thieves know this, and airports are one of the easiest places to strike. The scam is simple. While you're distracted in line or during boarding, someone rifles through your bag and grabs prescription bottles. Why? Medications can be sold illegally for high profit, or in some cases, simply discarded to cover up theft. In 2025, there's been a spike in reports of seniors arriving at destinations without life-saving medications because a thief swiped them during boarding chaos. One man in Phoenix said he didn't realize his bag had been opened until he needed his insulin on the plane. The fix? Always carry medications in a small crossbody or waist pouch that stays on your body at all times, never in your overhead luggage. Use clear labeling and keep a spare dose in your pocket just in case. Losing meds isn't just costly, it can be life-threatening. And if you think that's frightening, just wait until you hear about the bonus scam no one warns you about. 11. The overhead bin grab. You've found your seat, tucked your bag into the overhead bin, and settled in. But here's the danger. During boarding chaos, thieves posing as fellow passengers open bins, pretending to rearrange luggage. What they're really doing is sliding open zippers and slipping out valuables, laptops, wallets, even passports, while nobody notices. Seniors are easy targets because they're less likely to jump up quickly or confront strangers. In 2025, consultants say this scam has grown because overhead bins are crowded, and security cameras can't track every hand reaching inside. One frequent flyer said he discovered his headphones missing mid-flight, thinking he misplaced them, until later realizing he was a victim. The fix is simple. Keep small valuables under the seat in front of you, not in overhead bins. Use TSA-approved locks or cable ties to secure zippers. Overhead thefts are silent and quick, but the next scam doesn't require touching your bag at all. It happens through your phone charger. 12. The digital pickpocket. Your phone's at 20% and you see a charging station near the gate. You plug in, relieved, not realizing you've just walked into a trap. In 2025, juice jacking is more advanced than ever. Malicious charging hubs look identical to official stations, but secretly transfer malware the second you connect. Within minutes, your phone can be cloned. Contacts, passwords, even banking apps. Seniors are targeted because they rely on phones for boarding passes and medical apps, making the loss devastating. A Dallas traveler reported losing over $2,000 after unknowingly charging at a fake station. The fix is clear. Never use random public charging kiosks. Carry a personal power bank, or if you must use a station, plug in through a USB data blocker that allows power but blocks data transfer. Think of it as a digital seatbelt. But scammers don't stop with electronics. Sometimes they pretend to be official airport staff to con you face-to-face. 13. The fake staff approach. You're waiting at your gate when someone in a reflective vest and lanyard approaches. They speak with authority. "Ma'am, I need to recheck your bag." Or, "Sir, there's been an issue with your ticket." Seniors are less likely to argue, and scammers know it. In 2025, imposters use fake badges or uniforms to gain trust. Once you hand over a passport or bag, they vanish into the crowd. Investigators have documented cases in major hubs like London and Madrid, where seniors lost purses, wallets, and IDs this way. The fix? Official staff rarely, if ever, approach you randomly in public spaces. All rechecks happen at desks or counters. If someone claims to be staff, politely decline and go directly to a gate agent or service counter to confirm. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. And if fake staff sound bad, just wait until you see how scammers pretend to be helpful fellow travelers. 14. The Wi-Fi phishing portal. You're at the gate. Your phone buzzes, and you notice a free Wi-Fi network called airport_free or guest_Wi-Fi. It looks legitimate, so you connect. Seconds later, a pop-up asks you to log in with your email or even your frequent flyer account. Without realizing it, you've just handed over your personal details to scammers. In 2025, these fake login portals are everywhere, set up by thieves running rogue hotspots near terminals. Seniors are particularly vulnerable because they may not be familiar with secure login practices or VPNs, and they're often eager to connect to call family or check boarding times. One couple in Orlando reported that after using a free airport Wi-Fi login, their airline miles were drained and fraudulent credit charges appeared within hours. The fix? Always confirm the official network name with airport staff, and never enter personal details into a Wi-Fi login page unless you're 100% sure it's the airport's. Use a VPN whenever possible. Thieves don't need to touch your bags when they can steal everything through the air. But as dangerous as Wi-Fi scams are, the next trick targets something even closer: the bag sitting right at your feet. 15. The seat side bag dip. You found your seat in the waiting area, placed your bag beside you, and leaned back to relax before boarding. That's when thieves strike. While pretending to search their own bags or even tying a shoe, they slip a hand into your unzipped pocket and pull out valuables. Seniors are often targeted because their bags may be left slightly open, and they may not notice small movements around them. In 2025, airports in Europe reported an increase in seat-side dips, where wallets, phones, and even medications vanished in seconds. One woman in Rome said her passport was taken right under her nose while she sat at the gate. The fix is straightforward. Never leave bags unzipped or beside you unattended. Keep them in your lap or between your feet with a strap around your leg. Small deterrents can make a big difference. And if you think theft in waiting areas is bad, just wait until you hear the bonus scam seniors need to watch for. Bonus tip: the overstuffed bag trap. Not all airport scams involve someone stealing outright. Sometimes thieves rely on you to make it easy for them. One of the most overlooked risks for seniors is the overstuffed carry-on. When your bag is packed to the brim, zippers strain and small openings appear. That's all a thief needs. While you're distracted in line or looking at a screen, they can slip a hand into the gap, grab a wallet or passport, and zip it back before you notice. In 2025, airport security reports confirm a rise in this exact tactic, with seniors often targeted because they may travel with extra medication, documents, or personal items in their carry-ons. One traveler in Phoenix said he didn't realize his passport was stolen until he needed it at boarding. His overstuffed bag had given thieves easy access. The fix is simple: don't overpack. Use luggage with double zippers and secure them with a small TSA lock or cable tie. And keep critical items in a crossbody bag on your body. Thieves love easy openings. Don't give them one. Airports in 2025 are full of scams targeting seniors. Have you ever faced one, or do you have a travel horror story that could help others stay safe?